Now in football, everyone knows the term GOAT. It stands for the greatest of all time, and that's a pretty good name for a brand. Now I thought it was Phil Taylor's board for a minute. But anyway, is this new board by GOAT any good? Now I've had many people asking, so let's test it out. Okay, you guys can see it before me, so let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, so the first thing I noticed is the colours are really nice and vibrant on here, really nice. The reds are deep, the greens are deep. Tell you what, that wiring is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. That's quite nice and flush to the board actually. You've got small logos here, here, here and here. It doesn't take over the board, you don't have any of the sponsorship bits on the side there. You also have, what's most impressive is the wires don't come out past the end section, which makes it look really nice and crisp. The actual colours themselves are nice and vibrant. That feels great. The wires aren't highly raised, which will mean it's much better when you enter into the board near a wire. You're not going to get as many bounce outs. The numbering is actually nicer than I expected it to be. It is an HD numbering, but it's also like a wired numbering. It's kind of a hybrid, so you kind of get almost a traditional, slightly updated look. Not quite as nice as I think as the Blade 6 Carbon, but a really nice overall finish. So how do I feel after a few throws? In all honesty, I actually really like the board. It's got a really nice soft play to it. The wiring hasn't interfered with anything. I love the outside cleanness of it. The numbers are really clear. The stainless steel bullseye could be a little bit more circular. There are a couple of inconsistencies on there. Now the blacks could be a little bit deeper. You can see a little bit of the Sisal starting to come through, but not a lot. It's actually pretty good. If you point your dart around the hole, you can clear up those holes pretty well, so it shows that it's got reasonable healing. But we'll have to see after about 1,000 darts to see how this board holds up in regards to durability. Now these little rubber sort of levelers that go on the board actually have screws in them, which is much better than the tacks that you used to get. You have to hammer them in and they never really hold. Another really handy feature that I like is a screw that has a little lip on it. Now what that'll allow you to do is screw to the perfect point to allow it to go into the board deep enough, but also so you can hook it over. Now it's Spiderweb magic wiring, that's a mouthful. It's coated in nickel silver plating. It doesn't have any outer legs, so it does have a really nice crisp look to it. It's personally one of the things I like most about the board. It also has a stainless steel bull, which means that it should be much more durable and give you that professional experience. The board has a solid wooden backboard which reduces sound and it keeps the board in shape. It also has a brushed metal surrounding that keeps it tight, but also for systems like the Corona from Target, it will attach to it because the magnets will work on the metal surround. I think one of the key features for me with a good board is, am I focusing on it? And by that I mean, it's easy for me to not notice a good board, but I'm always going to notice a bad board. I just want to throw darts on it and enjoy the game. If I'm focused on the dropouts or the Sisal sticking out, that's not good. Now I haven't had that with this so far. I quite like this numbering actually. It's much nicer when you're looking at it from a distance and not looking at the details when you're close up. Now my favourite thing about it though is how it feels, how it plays, and those wires. They compare to the Blade Carbon. The board is cheaper than the Mission's Samurai Infinity, but it feels really nice to play on. I'm quite impressed in all honesty, so great job to GOAT, the greatest of all tungsten. So if you fancy mixing up your board or you want to try something different, give this board a try. It's not expensive, it plays well, and looks wise. It's not bad. Okay, I'll stop now. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one.